we've got the visiting team and Athens. Here with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. Here's Melodon. GA, this has all the makings of a high-scoring contest. We've got two outstanding offensive teams.
Both very skilled at shooting the ball, but that's exactly why this game will be decided by stops. Defense wins against teams who are elite scoring it.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
None can't get it to fall. There's the pick. And there's the drive. Inside. Out to the right wing. Just 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Here's Osman. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
First one falls for him. And so he hits both.
This is a guy who will happily go to the line if that's what the defense wants to give him.
They set the screen. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Nunn looking around. Back to Hernan Gomez. Shot clock at 6. Here's Osman. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Melodon. Comes up empty down low. To the left side wing. Hernan Gomez in the corner. Hernan Gomez a screen. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Boy, you'd like him to finish a little stronger there.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. They get it back. Tavares. Nice fake with the layup off the mark. Here's Nunn. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. Stolen by Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
The shot by Melodon, no good.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling. This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Hernan Gomez a screen from about 19 feet. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Athens.
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances. Yeah, terrific work in the two-man game results in an easy bucket. That's how you do it.
Here's Nunn. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And here is Melida. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. And finished off by Hazonia.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
6 to shoot. Back to Grant. On Gomez down low. Pass to Nunn. From deep. It's hauled in by Lyle.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And we have an intentional foul there. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
So Rick Adelman's decided to take a timeout here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Here's Campazzo. Here's Len. That's tipped. Out to the wing. Takes a three. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Pass to Hazonia. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Screen by Fareed. And there's 1:45 left in the first. Just 5 on the clock. Plays it up and banks it in.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
Pass to Hazonia. Bangs home the trifecta. Hazonia's got 9.
Well, this offense certainly thrives when he's knocking those down.
.106 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Campazzo. And a miss there on the triple.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Pass to Nunn. Fires for 3. And the 3 ball is good. Nunn's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
And now, here's Hazonia. 9 points in the game so far.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint. Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. So both teams changing it up here. 15 seconds left in the first quarter. And here is Melida. With 4 seconds on the clock. And finish off by Hazonia.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? And so it's Athens. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, what's your take so far on Athens?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
Okeke grabs the miss.
That's a breakdown defensively right there, folks. He just could not make them pay.
Pass to Wiles. Hezonja on the wing. There's a screen. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Now that's foul number 2, and he's got to avoid another this half if he wants to stay on the floor.
Athens leading by 11. Down low. Grant outside. And stolen by Hezonja. Finished off the break.
And that's a momentum shifter. A steal leading straight to the basket.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. That one doesn't go. Here's Melodon. Up and in on the layup. Melodon's got his second basket of the night. We've seen them struggle in the half-court offense.
I had a coach that once told me sometimes guys just try to self-will it too much. Whether it's getting out on the break or scoring in the half-court, you've got to do it as a unit. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So Rick Adelman's decided to take a timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with them. Both teams will make substitutions. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. To the inside. Here's Tavares. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And here in the second, 2 minutes. Gone by. Now here's Melodon. He's got 6. And Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
Boy, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest level. But you need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those lessons.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Pass to Wiles. And the dunk by Lyles.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Now, Hernan Gomez. Deck pulls it in. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. To the middle. Here's Lyles. Pass to Melodon. 6 on the shot clock. And the 3 off target. Athens leading by 5. To the paint. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Boy, he may not be the biggest center in this league, but big-time athleticism on display.
That's a bucket. His third of the game. He shot the ball 7 times.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening. Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. There's the double team with Grant. And here is Melodon. He's got 10. Got a piece of it. Here's none. Deck pulls it in.
Boy, I'd like to see him finish that play with more authority.
To the middle. Here's Tavares. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Tavares has got his first bucket in this one.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
And he goes in for the dunk.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Pass to Wiles. Now here's Melodon. He's covered by Grant. And Grant sends it back. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Grant. So it's both teams making substitutions here. From 15 feet away, Campazzo's shot is off. Athens leading by 7. Nunn with it. He's got 9.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Here's Campazzo. Pass to Azania. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Athens. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Back to Grant. Now, here's Nunn. Not enough on that one as it misses. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. So Rick Adelman's decided to take a timeout here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Both teams deciding to change it up. .158 left here in the second. Here's Azania. Trying to get open is Len. The shot from the low post is good. Azania's got 14 points for the game. Going inside. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. This is his second trip to the line in this one. That's good from Azania.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
Back to Osman from the arc. Hands it from downtown. He's got 7.
Boy, defensively, you deserve to get torched from deep if you leave him that open. My goodness.
To the left wing. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part. And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end.
There's Lucas. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. And Athens leads by 8. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Hezonja on the wing. Stolen by Farid. A rebound by Hezonja. Pass to Okiki. Back to Hezonja. That will count. And so it's Athens in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Athens leading by 8. Holmes, that's a screen. 5 on the clock. There's Lucas. It's hauled in by Lyles. Now here's Melodon. Pass to Hezonja. To the wing on the left. Jacks up a 3. And it's Osman with the rebound.
Boy, I don't love his shot selection tonight. You've got to work for better looks.
Holmes, that's a screen. Lucas from outside off the mark.
Boy, if he ever finds his footing, they'll be in even better shape. Right now, his teammates carrying him.
And an intentional foul right there. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Pass to Hezonja. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. Inside. Here's Osman. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Pass to Melodon. They set the pick. Here's Okiki. Tries again. Herman Gomez grabs the miss.
Boy, yet another missed opportunity here. Whatever they talked about at halftime, it's not working.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you so much. With the new 11-year, $77 billion TV deal kicking in this season and tons of compelling teams, the NBA is in a great place. Commissioner Adam Silver said the NBA is in as strong as a position as it ever has been. Not just in my time as commissioner, he said, but in my over 3 decades at the league. Guys?
And that is saying something. Okay, thank you, Allie. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Grant outside. Here's the screen. And the dunk by Grant.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
And here's the fast break. Back to Lyles. There's the triple. Herman Gomez grabs the miss.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Not a fan of those kinds of passes.
Pass to Tavares. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And GA, you look at all these great European players. Some saying that youth development in the U.S. could emulate aspects of what they're doing overseas in their system.
Well, it's already going in that direction. Youngsters able to, in essence, go pro from their early teens. But the academies they've set up over there, they are no doubt intriguing.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. They set the pick. Out of bounds. Athens takes possession. Athens leading by 10. Grant for three. That shot off the mark. Pass to Tavares. It's tipped. And now Athens on the break. And here they go. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Athens.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Pass to Azania. Down low. Brogita. And the layup's good off the glass.
I'll tell you, an underrated thing right there. How effective that screen was. It just creates a lane to the cup.
It's good by Hernan Gomez.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Azania's shot is off.
Boy, his struggles this quarter is not helping them right now. They may need to start going to somebody else on the offensive end.
Hernan Gomez a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Nunn. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue. You miss it.
And Azania gets it to go.
Boy, that's his second three. First of this half, though.
Deflects the pass. And stolen by Hazonia. Out of bounds. Athens takes possession. Pass to Nunn. Here's the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Nunn's got the lead up to 13 now for Athens.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it. This guy's been great, no doubt about it. But it hasn't been enough to get them where they want to be.
Pass to Nunn. Here's Fareed, and Fareed throws it. Down.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. We've got 1:08 left to play in the third. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 5. And it's Kenneth Fareed with the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. The tray. And Azania gets... to go. Azania's got 11 points here in just the second half.
A dominant quarter, but he needs some help.
Now, DJ. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game.
Listen, that's a good shot for him. He just couldn't connect.
Pass to Len.
And I got to say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still, a magnificent move to the rim. Nunn can't get it to fall. Here's Azania. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Athens bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He told the guys to stay after it inside. He said our play inside is terrific right now. He said don't lose any of that intensity. Stay strong down there. It's always nice to hear a coach enjoying his team's play. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
On the free throw, no good. Pass to Maladon. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And it's good on the way in.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Into the lane.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Pass to Okiki. And here is Maladon. The shot off that time. And he drives in. And he slams it one-handed.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. And they're staring at a sizable deficit.
And still within reach, though, that they don't have to rush things.
Three-pointer connects from three-point range. Azania's got 14 points now in the second half.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
None with it. And it's Grant in the corner. Athens moving the ball around.
Boy, his ball security flawless in the first half, but since then, it's an absolute disaster.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Here's Maladon. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Herman Gomez grabs the miss. Athens leading by 8. Pass to Nunn. Shakes him. He lays it in. Nunn's got 8 points here in this quarter.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Here's Azania. Herman Gomez grabs the miss. And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for Athens. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Here he goes. And finished off by Hazonia.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. To the inside. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. There's a good screen. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Boy, terrific individual effort, almost single-handedly. This guy trying to keep them competitive.
Athens leading by 10. Pass to Grant. Lets it go with a three. Another three for Athens.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
Here's Osman. The putback. It's good on the putback. And Athens leads by 15.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And finished off by Hazonia.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
Now, here's Nunn. Pass to Grant. 5 to shoot. Knocks down the three.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Now Hazonia. And here is Melida. And they come back with a three of their own.
Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
And Nunn has got the ball here for Athens. Rise to the hoop. Got it to go off the glass.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
There's the pick. And hit the three. Athens leading by 15. Count it!
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
17-foot shot away.
Boy, that mid-range area, he just didn't look comfortable. Let's be honest.
Hernan Gomez with the ball. Cuts off the pass.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Athens.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off. Well, you look up at the scoreboard, the time remaining, this game is effectively over.
Well, you have to appreciate the hard work that went into building this lead. They have been terrific all night.
Oh, the layup finish off an excellent lead pass. Here's Nunn. Outside, Grant. He drills the three.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
He's competed for every missed shot. Feels like he's quicker to the basketball than anyone else out there.
So it's Athens winning this one easily. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort.